Tuesday afternoon certainly was a nice one to spend it outdoors. We had a mix of clouds and sunshine and temperatures that weren't too warm just yet. Upper 70s to lower 80s for our highs, and with still dry air in place. Not too bad at all, with those heat index values actually a few degrees cooler than those air temperatures. We had a nice sunset view just after 8 o'clock. We have a clear sky out there now, and eventually that will help temperatures to cool off into the upper 50s to lower 60s by tomorrow morning. We are still in the upper 60s here in Savannah. The winds are becoming more southerly. They will be almost due south through the day tomorrow, so temperatures will be higher and humidity levels will be increasing as well. So tomorrow morning starting off by 9 o'clock in the mid 60s, so warming quickly with a good supply of sunshine. High temperatures will top out in the mid 80s for Savannah. Inland locations will be a few degrees warmer, and there's a chance that a few spots get very close to 90 degrees for that afternoon high temperature. A decent breeze will help at least keep that air mixed up a little bit, so not as bad as where things are heading with the higher humidity value. So if you're going to be outdoors, make sure you do stay hydrated, and also make sure you use plenty of sunscreen. The UV index is going to be in the extremely high category, with burn time setting up as quickly as 10 minutes. So make sure you have that sunscreen and that hat on during the afternoon hours. And over the next few afternoons, the humidity levels will be higher, so you notice the stickier conditions setting up. By the time we get to Friday, it is going to be a bit muggier, and that higher moisture in the atmosphere, this higher moisture content, will fuel some showers and storms by the time we get to the weekend. A system is going to be approaching us from the west that will bring us a few spotty showers or storms for Friday, but then higher storm chances will be in the forecast for Saturday. So if you do have any plans to be outdoors over the weekend, Sunday is going to be your better bet as that system pushes off of the coast. Storm chances will be decreasing, likely concentrated in the first part of the day. So what we're going to be tracking for the weekend is organizing out west. A frontal boundary will be sweeping across the country, bringing in that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. As it gets a little bit closer, we'll collect some of that. But in the short term, high pressure is going to keep those rain chances on the lower end of the scale, but setting us up for very warm conditions and more humid conditions ahead of a frontal boundary that's trying to work its way in our direction, but this high is going to prevent that from happening. For tonight, it's going to be clear and cool for some of us, with temperatures in the mid to upper 50s for those wake-up temperatures. Tomorrow, 60s right along the coast, and then for tomorrow, we will warm into the mid 80s for most locations along and south of Interstate 16. I think that's where we do have the best chance of having a few locations getting very close to 90 degrees. 88 is the forecast high temperature for Glenville. For the boaters, we'll have a light breeze out of the south, 5 to 10, with seas right at 2 to 3 feet. So not a bad day to be out there on the waterways by any stretch of the imagination. Lots of sunshine continues for Thursday. The clouds increase through the day on Friday. 88 for that high temperature. Showers and storms will be expected on Saturday with the temps in the 80s. There's a chance that there might be a couple strong storms mixed in there, but no organized severe weather is expected at this time. Drier for Sunday and beyond, with those temperatures cooling off by a few degrees into the lower 80s.
We can handle that.
I think so.
Thank you so much. Well, as the world continues